What's up everyone, Andrew Baena here, and on today's video we are doing a triple unboxing video, something I never thought I would be able to do in my life before, and today we're doing it. So I have three guitars, all from the same brand. This is from a brand that you guys have wanted to have on the channel for a very long time. Thank you so much for suggesting them over and over and over, and I'm really happy that I got to meet them at 42 Gear Street when I just went to Germany and was able to work out a deal with them. So these three guitars are from a company called Harley Benton from Germany. They ship via Thomann, which you can see upside down on this box right here. So if you've somehow never heard of Harley Benton before, basically they make very budget-friendly guitars covering a wide variety of products, including extended range guitars, which, as you know, is the specialty on my channel. So I wanted to check them out for a very long time now, and I'm really happy that I finally got them on board with my channel. So that's enough talk about that. Let's open the first box, shall we? So first up, we have the biggest of the three boxes, and we're just gonna pop that open real quick. And inside, of course, we have the double box. So this is the actual guitar. Get the handy, trusty green scissors here. So let's pop this open real quick. So in addition to the double box, we have the most bubble wrap I've ever seen in my life. And then after the bubble wrap, we have a bag with some pretty basic stuff in it. We got truss rod tool and a patch cable. And we have the actual guitar, of course, what you guys are here to see. So let's get this final piece, final and most important piece, open. All right, so first guitar from the set of Harley Bentons that were sent over to me. This is an 8-string fan fret guitar that actually has a pretty beautiful looking green finish. And of course, I had to grab it because it's an 8-string and it's green. Need I say more? Sorry if you can see a fly flying around this room, by the way. It's really annoying and I can't seem to catch it. Yeah. That's what this is for now. It's a fly swatter. Okay, so first up, we have the Harley Benton 8-string fan fret guitar. This is a 25.5 inch to 27 inch multi-scale guitar, aka fan fret. Got this, like I was saying, pretty nice green transparent finish with like it's probably a photo top, since this guitar was only like $300 or something like that, maybe even less. Surprisingly has locking tuners as well, which I wasn't expecting for a guitar in this price point. Of course, I assume that all of this hardware is proprietary to Harley Benton, including the bridge and the pickups. Got a through-S selector switch, volume and tone. So yeah, this is one of the cheapest 8-strings in the market, I believe. Definitely one of the cheapest fan fret options. So we're gonna plug this in and try it out in just a minute, but first, let's get on to the other guitars. Before we get on to the next box, I just have a really quick message from the sponsor of this video, Shibori Threads. If you're unfamiliar with Shibori Threads, they've been a longtime supporter of my channel, and basically what they do is make exclusive custom tie-dye merch. Normally they make things that are exclusively licensed for bands, such as this Spirit Box hoodie that I'm wearing right now, but this time around they're doing something a little different. The newest drop that they're doing is the Originals 22, and it comes in 4 different flavors. The 4 flavors that the new drop come in are strawberry, banana, blueberry, and of course my favorite, green apple. You can see all of the items available in this drop on the screen right now, and in addition to that, if you use the code BAENA10, you can get 10% off 2 or more items. And last but not least, each purchase of an Originals 22 garment gives you 1 entry for the chance to win a PS5. So if you like how any of these items look, be sure to go check out the link to Shibori Threads in the pinned comment and the description below. With that being said, let's get on to the next boxes. Okay, and moving on to the next box, this time we have 2 guitars in one box, and you're gonna see why in just a second. This is gonna be an interesting one that I'm looking forward to, because I'm gonna be doing a comparison video between these 2 guitars, and you'll see why in just a second. So let's get this box open. Once again, it's obviously gonna be like a double box, or triple box, I guess, in this case situation. Let's get that on the floor. All right. So I have no idea which one of these is which, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab one of the 2. We're gonna open this one first and see what it is. Once again, get that double box open. Got the truss rod in there, or truss rod adjustment in there as well. Ton of bubble wrap once again. And, all right, guitar number 2. So this is one of the Harley Benton Amarok guitars. This is one of Harley Benton's more premium, more expensive options. It's still not that expensive though. I believe this guitar is around $500 US. And this one is a 7-string model. Again, it has a pretty nice finish on it. Veneer, it's got some nice binding along the side as well. The reason that this one is a little bit more expensive as well is that it actually does use hip shot bridge and it has EMG retroactive pickups. So this time around, it does have some proprietary, or sorry, non-proprietary materials that are on the guitar. In addition to that, it also has Grover locking tuners instead of Harley Benton's own brand. Really, really nice looking guitar. Looking forward to trying this out, and let's get on to the last one. Okay, final box. Whoa, did almost drop it though, oops. Let's pretend you didn't see that. All right, final guitar. Once again, let's get this bubble wrap out of here. Third and final guitar. And would you look at that? Doesn't that look pretty familiar to what we just opened? So yeah, obviously this looks almost identical to the guitar I just unboxed, but this time around it's a 6-string and it is a baritone guitar. So again, other than being a baritone guitar, this is the exact same specs as the 7-string I just unboxed. So once again, EMG retroactive pickups, hip shot bridge, and Grover locking tuners. So yeah, now that I have both of these unboxed, I guess I'll explain a bit of the idea of why I wanted these two in particular. I get a lot of comments on some of my videos asking like why I don't just use a baritone, or why would you use a 7-string and not a baritone, and so on and so forth. So my idea with getting two of these is, for once, I will actually have two guitars that are literally identical in spec. The only difference is one has an extra string, and one is baritone. So we're gonna see if there's actually any difference in sound, tune them both to the exact same tuning with the exact same strings, and see what happens. So really quickly, I'm gonna plug in all three of these guitars into a simple rhythm patch, and we're gonna see how each of them sounds, and that'll be the end of this video. First up is the Harley Benton Amarok baritone 6-string. It's tuned to drop A, and it sounds like this for a rhythm tone. All right, so this sounds pretty awesome and chunky. Again, I think those EMG retroactive pickups really help punch above their weight for this guitar. And speaking of this guitar, let's try the exact same thing, but with the 7-string. Okay, so now we have the Harley Benton Amarok 7-string. Again, the exact same specs as the previous 6-string, except this is a 25.5-inch scale, so not a baritone. And of course, it has that extra string. Let's hear how it sounds. So yeah, obviously they sound very, very similar, and again, I will be doing a video in the near future comparing this and the baritone guitar to hear if we can actually hear any difference between the baritone versus 7-string, because I personally am curious, and I know that some of you will be too. Okay, and last but not least is, of course, the 8-string guitar. I have this tuned down to drop E, because that's what I use all the time for 8 strings. This one is the cheapest of the 3 guitars, and again has all proprietary materials, including the pickups, so I'm not sure how this is going to sound. Again, this guitar is pretty cheap, around $300. Let's see how it does. Ooh, that does not hold tuning very well. Okay, so it's having a little bit of trouble holding the tuning. I might need a thicker string or a setup, but we'll see how it sounds regardless. So this is like extremely bass heavy. It definitely sounds like a cheaper pickup. This is an issue that happens with a lot of cheaper 8 strings, and it's kind of what I thought might happen with this. So I'm kind of struggling with it a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, this one is definitely a little more rough, and I kind of expected that given the price point. I'm going to do a full-on demo of this one in particular because I know that there is a lot of interest in it because there aren't too many cheaper 8-string options. So I will be doing a full demo video where I will try a bit harder to obviously make a tone more tailored towards this guitar, because this one especially sounds really bassy and like round almost, which is very interesting. I have a feeling that it is probably the pickups. But yeah, maybe let me know in the comments if this would be interesting to you. If I can't get this guitar to sound the way I want, would you want me to do perhaps a video where I add in a bunch of upgrades and try and make it sound awesome? For example, like swap the pickups, get new tuners, something like that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. One way or another, I will do a demo of this guitar bone stock so you can fully hear how it sounds with my best ability to make a good tone using this relatively cheap instrument. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and again, a big thank you to Shibori Threads for sponsoring this video. Again, please be sure to go check out their website. It's linked in the description and the pinned comment below, and be sure to use code Baena10 for 10% off 2 or more items. Also want to mention, I do have an affiliate link with Thomann, so if you're interested in this guitar or any of the other ones that I showed on this video, be sure to go check that out because it really helps me out on this channel. And of course, stay tuned to my channel for full videos of all 3 of these guitars coming up as soon as possible. Last but not least, I want to give a big thank you to all my Patreon members whose names are on the screen at this point in time. If you are interested in a shout out on the screen, guitar tabs, stems, or audio downloads, you can find all of that over on my Patreon page. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see more of with these 3 guitars in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.